Good evening, everyone. It gives us immense pleasure to speak on this valedictory occasion of the Gyan course on understanding the mystery of fluorination in medicinal chemistry. Over the past 5 days, from 3rd to 7th, we have the privilege of exploring a wide range of fascinating lectures that deepened our understanding of the power of fluorine chemistry in drug discovery and design.
I would like to call Professor Altman, Professor Bharatam, and Dr. Deepak Salunke to please ascend the dais. So please. Now I'd like to request Dr. Deepak Salunke to summarize in the Gyan course. So please.
Okay, so I think I'm just thinking that it's just, I don't know, last 5-6 days, it went on like so quickly. Initially I was so much tensed, not very well prepared, but I think our speaker was all excellent, and he just like turned the things like so easy, like for all of us, because once the course started, it was like all wow, every day was so good. So just because I wanted to, because we are on camera, so I just wanted to summarize what all thing happened. Professor Bharatam was involved in the course, but still a few parts I just would like to summarize. So so we had many lectures. Professor Altman. So we started on day 1, that is Monday, November 03. Professor Altman started with these lectures on physical principles, stability, reactivity patterns of fluorine and fluorinated groups. Then in the second day, he talked about controlling molecular conformations using fluorine and fluorinated substituents. Third day, it was about exploiting fluorine and fluorinated substituents to modulate pKa, solubility, log P, distribution, and influence ion pair interactions. And you all notice that with the very interesting examples, like how he has shown, like how conformations, these pKa values can be altered by substituting like fluorine at different positions, fluorine or a CF3. In the next subsequent day, that is day 4, he talked about exploiting fluorine and fluorinated substituents to modulate metabolic, hydrolytic, and thermal stability. So again, as a chemist, now it is a very interesting that we can turn a chemist to a thinking chemist and then plan our molecules. So that was very interesting. On day 5, he talked about ligand-protein interactions enabled by fluorinated compounds. All these lectures, the morning sessions, apart from the lecture, we also have seen that the tutorials, which were so interesting with very prominent examples, and then how he took all of us through these tutorials in a very personal manner, clearing all the doubts, and then it was very much like a one-to-one interaction. So apart from this, we also got a chance Indian faculties to pitch in little bit and try to contribute to this course. So afternoon sessions, we listen to different structural diversity of pharmaceutically active fluorinated organic molecules. Then we also seen a few strategies to introduce fluorine in organic compounds, and we have seen an array of reagents for fluorination chemistry. Then next day we saw several metal catalyzed fluorination reactions. We have also seen pharmacoinformatics on the importance of fluorinated organic molecules in drug action and studies. I'm thankful to Dr. Ravi and Dr. Professor Bharatam for helping out in these. Then we had also very interesting lectures on how light mediated CF bond activation can be used as a tool to again design difluorinated compounds. So that was very interesting. On the same day, we also listened to several electrochemical toolbox for fluorination chemistry. Specifically, like how from gem difluorocyclopropanes we can synthesize trifluoromethylated aziridines. It was again an interesting talk from speakers from IIT Ropar, Professor Banerjee and Professor Chatterjee. Then we have also like experienced like how to characterize fluorinated compounds, looked into several aspects of fluorine 19 NMR. We have seen how it is different in 1H, how it influences 13C, how we can utilize like 19F NMR and then do several decoupled experiments to understand what is going on and where is the position of fluorine in the molecules. Also, there was a interesting discussion about additional experiments, 1D as well as 2D experiments to see how we can actually characterize these molecules. Apart from that, we have also seen some metal catalyzed like metal free strategies to introduce or to make organic compounds with fluorine, and then like Dr. Ramashastri showed that how to how he characterized his compounds by using fluorine 19 NMR. Later, we have also seen a little discussion about fluorinated compounds and their importance in material chemistry from the material chemistry aspect. And then today evening after lunch, we all have experienced such a fantastic lecture from Professor Altman. So I think this all thing was very much possible only because of like time Professor Altman shared with us. So with this, I will ask the next proceedings. Yeah, thank you.
We would now request to Professor Bharatam to kindly share a few words about the course. So please.
Well, it's, you know better than me. I attended only a few sessions. Most of you attended all the sessions. So I don't have to summarize the whole thing, but I would like to put my perspective. Professor Salunke used one word, thinking chemist. I like that word, phrase. The idea was that you will come across in future many varieties of chemists. They simply know how to do one reaction or two reactions, and then whole life they spend with it. But there are a few others who don't know much. They only know stand in front of the column, put something from the bottom, collect something from the bottom. They don't know what, they don't think at all. They simply stand and watch their WhatsApp messages and spend their whole life. 5 years are over, PhD degree granted. There are such chemists. There are many others who know exactly what kind of NMR peak they are expecting, which peak is missing, which is coming as a function of the reaction, which kind of reagent to be added, which kind of solvent to be taken, and they are really doing varieties of good things. Over and above that, there is a requirement to incorporate physical perspective to organic chemistry. That's what we have seen in the last 5 days. Every example that's given by Professor Altman included not only the organic chemistry principle, but also the physical chemistry perspective, and to understand the conformational preferences, energy requirements, then the steric effects versus the electric effects, and then the pharmacophoric features, as well as hydrophobic perspective versus the hydrophilic perspective, and many other aspects. So, as a result, we have covered lots of modern organic chemistry in this series of lectures. So I want to thank Dr. Salunke also for taking this initiative and starting this and taking interest in this kind of Gyan courses. For example, I will have to confess now, once last time when you came here, immediately I got highly motivated, and I started filling a GAN course proposal. After doing work for 3-4 days, I gave up. I know it's not a very easy task. Conducting a GAN course and identifying an appropriate professor and attracting his attention to the benefit of our students is not a small achievement. So I appreciate you for that, and you have done more than 2 or 3 in this area. 8. Yeah. So it's a special skill that is required. I could not manage that. So I realize the importance of your homework on this front. And of course, we all thank Professor Altman for taking us through the journey of physical organic chemistry versus organic chemistry versus pharmaceutical chemistry and all aspects of chemistry with reference to the fluorine specialized compounds. Thank you.
Now, I would like to request Professor Altman to share his overall experience throughout this course.
So hi again, everybody. Welcome back. I can shut this now. I'm going to sleep tonight. So, Deepak, we've known each other for some years. He's also, actually, Deepak's really instrumental, a builder. He's an individual who has reached out to me at various points to support his junior colleagues. And so this interaction that's been over a decade now also involved him supporting one of his former juniors to have a postdoc in my lab. One of the individuals you saw in the last, like the very last experiments, Mani Kandan, Mani, was his junior back in Taiwan when you were a postdoc. Mani was a grad student, so he certainly is an individual who looks out for people, his juniors, and I'm sure he does the same with his trainees as well as trainees that are at NIPER in general. So it's a long-standing interaction, and thank you. It's good to continue it. Thank you to other colleagues and faculty who participated and took their time to come share their science with us. It was very nice. Thank you to the GAN course. We all need to thank the organizers of GAN overall and the funding agencies that support the education of individuals. That's certainly important. The investment in the young scientists pays off decades down the road, so it's foresight, it's forethinking to continue to support science as you think about the next decades of scientists. Hopefully there's some fantastic ones here in the room. In terms of the material, hopefully you experience the passion, the enthusiasm that you can have for a subject. For me, this area started as just a simple inquiry, a questioning, an interest in understanding things I didn't understand, and some of it was in the literature, but that was also 2005 and 6, and most of the things we talked about came after that. Most of the citations and references were after the time when I was just a graduate student. And so continuing to follow up with the literature is certainly something that everybody should be doing. It's more difficult as you move forward in your career to go back and keep up to date with the journals and the newest developments. Nonetheless, something I challenge you to do now as a trainee, but also moving forward. Hopefully, as you continue to move forward, you grow as a scientist, and the lessons and the principles that we discussed here might be applied to your future projects, your future programs in industry and academics, wherever you end up in your career. Do make sure that while we talked about fluorine chemistry, many of the principles do not require fluorine to be in the molecule. Many of the principles we discussed can apply to many other types of functional groups, and just a deep thought in the physical basis for the perturbations and molecular reactivity, or how that molecule believes small molecule interacts with the biological system is certainly something to keep in mind. The basic principles you can apply anywhere. the basic principles will be important for your discovery campaigns in the future. So with that, I just wish everybody the best of luck in your graduate careers, finishing up, whether you're at the beginning of your career or the end of the career. Good luck getting the next position. Good luck to you, long term in your career. So thank you all.
We would now like to request the participants to come in front as their names are called to kindly receive their certificates. We'll start from...
Yeah, maybe some members want to say.
Sure, ma'am. Okay.
So, hello everyone. First, I would like to thank Deepak sir for bringing up this brilliant opportunity to NIPER Mohali. And then I would like to thank Professor Altman for these insightful and interesting sessions. The learning through these 5 days course was truly transformative, sir. The way you explained all the basics, all those concepts rekindle my confidence, and the way you linked everything with the physical organic chemistry and all those beautiful ESPs trained me to approach chemistry more deeply and creatively. Couple of months back, I was just writing a line about fluorine in my manuscript, so I just read somewhere that fluorine is just a small atom with a big ego. So now I would like to appreciate that how it can actually perturb all the electronic properties positively and powerfully and meaningfully. So I could go back and at least look in a drug that what fluorine is possibly doing, or I could insert them in the drugs which I design in future. Thank you, sir.
Anybody?
First year student, next year master's student.
They're always sitting on the last row. Okay.
So we... Okay. So we now like to request to the participants to come forward as their names are called. We'd start from Syed Minazul.
Tarun Kushwa.
So 5 names will be called so that we can say on time.
Yeah.
So all 5 come together and we take a photo.
I take this opportunity to tell you, all chemists should be careful about their safety. And that's why I'm coming with a quote. In all your photographs, I will be with this quote so that you can remember the safety aspect of chemical exploration.
Rizwan Ahmed, Saurav Negi, and Keith Neil D'Souza. Dr. Ritu, Mr. Rakesh, Ms. Kajal, Mr. Satyam Gautam, Mr. Abhishek Adhikari,
You are in front of camera.
I will take one from his hand and then we take a group photo. Take one. Like everybody takes a certificate with his hand and then we stand here for a group photo. Come. Take a photo first.
Nobody has a camera.
Actually, there is a video going on, so.
Mr. Arup Rai, Mr. Danish Sharma, Mr. Harkar Pankaj Sanjeev Rao, Ms. Kriti Mehta, and Ms. Anshu Prajapati. Ms. Rishika Suresh, Mr. Rahul Kapse, Dr. Sumit Sood, Mr. Soumik Ghosh, Mr. Sujoy Saha, Ms. Aditi, Ms. Anjali Dhaval, Ms. Pratibha Sharma, Ms. Arzu Kamboj, Mr. Satyanarayan Mohapatra, Dr. Rahul Kumar, and Ms. Binita Sehag. Ms. Rajni, Dr. Ashish, Dr. Prince, Mr. Sagar Kumar Rai, Mr. Saudipta Kansari, Mr. Sanjeev Kumar,
Those, there are few I think who are not announced. Maybe they can come at the last. Okay, few names are not announced because the attendance was not 100%. But I think those who are there, like I think आप लोग हो ना, जिनका इनका नहीं हुआ है, उनको सर्टिफिकेट बस उनको कोई नहीं हाथ में दे दो। प्लीज जिनका इनका नहीं हुआ है, आ जाओ।
We would now like to request Dr. Deepak Salunke to present a vote of thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Again, I'm back. Okay, so I am really happy here to present this vote of thank. I am very much thankful to first, like the most important person, Professor Altman. And I'm really thankful to him. Professor Bhartam mentioned that like he wanted to apply and then he just gave up. And I think that is the only reason is that the response from the foreign faculty, because I feel lucky that I could find a person who was, because he mentioned that the person, you need to find a person who is actually willing to pass on knowledge and then like he's traveling, spending so much of time for the good of students. So whenever in this last 5 days, 6 days, 7 days I think, because he was here 2 days before, and whenever I asked, like, sir, please, can you give this lecture? Can you please, like, instead of 1 hour lecture, 2 hour lecture, maybe like, why not to give, because we have only half an hour, why don't you give a half an hour lecture at ISER, INST? And he said, okay, whatever, if there is something good for students, I want to do it. So that is a kind of a dedication, I think, because he was here, he like, we, I think, didn't spend any time also to like see places and all. He was like always on top of his work, always ready to give lectures. Day one he arrived, immediately next day he was like, he sent me the material to be shared with all of us. And then even when there is a break time or something, he always want to be perfect for his lectures, and he wanted to, and you have seen his time planning, like when we told that okay, we have a break in 30 minutes, right in like 30 points, maybe 05 or 29.5 minutes, his lecture will be over. Such a nice planning. I think there were so many things to learn, and I really feel that because you were so near to us, I think that inductive effect should actually influence a great teacher, great researcher within us, and I'm really thankful to Professor Altman for this. I should thank MHRD, or now it is the Ministry of Education, who have initiated this global initiative of academic network, a very interesting program, because this started in like about a decade back. And at Punjab University, I was like, I thought, okay, why not? Because I started teaching, I came from industry, postdoc. I thought, why, this is a very good initiative. If you want to improve the teaching skills, why not to see if there is a, like, why not to bring people who can be, who are very good teachers, and then definitely while working with him, it was such a learning experience. Even reading his emails, reading his material he's sharing, it was a very immense learning experience for me. And I hope students also, my students, they are also getting like help, because they get to be with Professor Altman or any foreign faculty longer time. I'm thankful to Professor B.S. Murthy, who is the director IIT Hyderabad and a national coordinator of this GAN for all this process. In fact, I want to mention that during the review, our proposal was reviewed, and there were comments like it was not rejected, it was accepted, but there was a comment that the Indian faculty was having not much experience in fluorine chemistry. It was the right comment, but then we replied that yes, we will involve a few faculty from India, the experts from with nearby institutes, to talk about this, and then I think it worked really well. I think you might have experienced that. I'm thankful to Professor Gurjasprit Singh, who is a local coordinator of GAN. In fact, such a wonderful, very helpful person. And whatever demands I had, like I want to see if we can arrange this course here, he was like, okay, let's see, we can work it out. He talked to Professor Renu Vig, Vice Chancellor Punjab University. She was like wanted to, because she's at a university, she wanted this course for Punjab University students. Somehow then I had to talk to Professor Panda, Director Naipur Mohali, and he called her and then requested that this all arrangements have been done at Naipur, and this course is all open to Punjab University students. He welcomed all the students to Naipur campus. And then finally it worked out. So I'm really thankful to both of them for their support in arranging this course over here. I am thankful to my students who really are like behind my students at Naipur Mohali. So they actually helped me a lot in this course. My students at Punjab University, they are behind the scene always, but then this time it was all the show mostly helped by my students at Naipur Mohali. And you have seen master students, first year students, they have really like nicely arranged everything, tea, coffee, like all everything, like they planned it nicely. Also I have told them that to be make sure that you don't miss classes. Okay, so it was all like planned well. I hope you are happy with the whatever we planned. I'm thankful to the staff from Naipur who actually helped to make all these arrangements. Without that support, it was a little difficult. And I'm at the last, I would like to thank Dr. Madhuri, my wife, actually, with whom we three actually, we both had a little interaction with Professor Altman earlier at Kansas. So I thought maybe then we both were involved in writing this course, and she was a co-coordinator in this course. So I think, last but not the least, I am thankful to Professor Rahul Jain, the head of the department, medicinal chemistry, who actually supported me to arrange. When I went to him that I want to arrange it here, he said yes, go ahead, because that your institutional support is very important. I'm very much thankful to Professor Tikku, Dean, and Professor I.P. Singh, who inaugurated this course. So without their constant support behind me, it was not possible for me to arrange this course. And all my friends, actually faculty from nearby institutes who came with my invitation, spent time with all of us, and delivered very interesting talks. So I'm thankful to all of them. So, and I'm thankful to the participants who actually looked into the course, thought that it could be useful for them, and they registered for the course and spent time last 5 days and learned something out from there. So with this all happy note, I take so I'm thankful to all. I'm thankful to our friend. I forgot, what is your name? Darshan, yeah. So he is listening to all chemistry without any chemistry background, and I'm really happy to see his patience. So you know, at any kind of work you need a patience. So you see, he was without any disturbance to the all class. He was patiently making sure that everything, his job is done the best. So with this, I would like to now close this, and thank you.